Senator Haugen, you held town hall meetings in Stanwood and Coopville this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about what that was like?
Well, first of all, I always welcome the opportunity to go out and meet with the people from my district. And we had extraordinarily good turnouts, both in Stanwood and on Coopville. Lots of interest this year in some issues about education. A lot of issues dealing with the budget itself certainly has gotten the interest of folks. Of course, the people in Stanwood were very concerned about the new highway that's going to be done, or not new highway, but the changes to the existing highway and the railroad station, when it was going to come and when it was going to start. We also heard a lot about ferries on Olympia Island. Of course, that is a big issue for those people, particularly in the Coopville area, where they have actually lost service. And they do have a very small boat that is serving them right now, but totally inadequate, not able to handle the weather or the traffic. And so they were very encouraged to hear that we're going to move forward with additional boats that will fit in that harbor. So this hopefully will not happen again. Also, we heard a lot about reservations. People were really concerned in South Whidbey about the reservations on the boats. We were able to tell them that isn't going to happen and wouldn't happen without them having some real input. There were issues about the cuts to social services. We encountered people who are providers who are concerned about what happens to those kinds of services. I actually met with individuals who will be personally affected. It's very hard. It's very hard when you meet those kind of folks and you realize there's really not going to be a whole lot to do as far as we can do here at the legislature. But the thing that's really encouraging to me is these are small communities, but they're really very large in what they do for each other. You know, I think there's a willingness we see out there for people to try to help pick up the slack. We're all concerned about what happens.
What is your outlook for the state operating budget that will be coming out later this week?
It's very bleak. It's very bleak, and that's the reason it was really hard for me in many cases to encounter these people who personally are going to be involved. You know, they just say, what am I going to do? Like again, I said, you know, there's hope because the community will help pick up some, but still, you just really wonder, you know, what's going to happen.
What did you think of what you heard today during the town hall meeting?
Well, I think this is one of the toughest legislative sessions that I've ever observed, and I've been around Olympia for the last 35 years, and it's just incredible what we're having to go through to deal with the budget scenario in Olympia. And I think Senator coming out and addressing this group today, doing this town hall meeting, and then going over to Coopville during the middle of this session, I think it's just a remarkable opportunity for us in the local community to really engage with her and to begin to understand the issues and the challenges that we face locally as well as she faces in Olympia dealing with the problems that we have.
There are going to be some really difficult cuts, that the budget deficit is much larger than they thought it was going to be, but there's still some opportunities out there too.